Hi, welcome to Living Your Dream. I'm Rachel. I'm from Creative Pathways Coaching, and this week is the 7th week. And it's about the planning stage, but it's the second part of the planning stage, and it's the vision. It's called the vision. Now, so as last week we spoke about the planning stage in regards to the actions that you would take. So that's the first steps. Today we're going to look at the visualization of your goal. So this involves not just your goal. It does involve visualizing the steps, but it's particularly so, and it's actually probably more important to actually visualize the goal. So what is going to be the dream there? How does it look? So today, as with every video, I will teach you a technique at the end of the video, as I do with every video. And these are really important to do regularly. They actually really help with regards to implementing this stuff in your life so that you can start really striving towards your goals. As well, if you haven't noticed already, as I do, and I'm very passionate about individuals really being congruent, being clear about who they are, and being clear about what they want outside other influences like other people, society, and the rest. Because once you have a good idea of your own sense of self and who you are, most people are happier, even if it doesn't always align in with, other people's opinions or other people's priorities in life. They're happier overall. And this is really important for going for your dreams. You need to actually have that. So this is why there's there's a bit of a theme in my videos here. Living the dreams it's there for a reason. So today we're going to look at the vision. So why is looking at the vision or looking at your dream so important? What is so important about visualization? So it's about visualization, and I'll discuss this. I won't really discuss the evidence. You can actually find that out yourself. But visualization it involves actually tricking your brain into making it a normal way of thinking or a normal way of seeing. So what happens is if you're using visualization on a daily basis, your mind actually gets used to that vision, and it starts to normalize it. So it makes it normal in your experience, both in your emotional experience, in your mental experience. So when it's in your brain and you are constantly thinking about it, and we'll go through how you do that very soon, but when you're constantly thinking about it, your brain starts to see it as normal, and then it becomes less surmountable. It becomes more within your experience, or what people call normalization. So your brain just really is being tricked. But what it also does within that, is it also inspires you. Every time you visualize it, it inspires you more. So that's another factor in there as well. It's not just about tricking your brain or tricking your mind into making it a normal part of your day or normal part of where you're going. It also is about inspiring you, which, as you can, tell, it actually then inspires you to be more motivated and to stay with that motivation. So it's actually really important for that too. So visualize. So then what happens also within that is it all becomes doable. Your brain starts to see it as a normal part, the next step where you're going. So then it becomes doable, and it's really important for your brain to accept that it's doable. And then once your brain accepts it, once your mind accepts it, once your emotions accept it, then you're stepping into it very, very, very quickly. So that's why visualization is so important. So I have mentioned visualization in previous videos, but I wanted to get across to you, how important it is, but also how important it is to have both visualization and action when striving towards your goals and dreams. If you only had visualization, look, over the years there has been a lot of talk about how important visualization is, and it is, but it needs both action and visualization for it to occur. Just like you need to have visualization with action. Your action is not going to be anywhere near as effective, and you're not going to stay motivated without the visualization being there. So there's loads of evidence. You can see it on YouTube. You can just check it out, Google it. But there's a lot of evidence towards visualization and how important it is, and how important it needs to be part of your manifesting, your creating your goal and your goals and your dreams in your life. So just being very clear how important visualization is. So it's not just the overview. So when you're thinking about visualizing your goal or your dream, you're not just vaguely thinking about it and going, oh, wouldn't that be nice? Usually a lot of people, when they do that and they just think about their dream, they tend to think about the dream and then they go, oh, and then they think of the lack of it. So part of the visualization thing is to take the lack of away, but more importantly, to look at the details. So when you start to, and we'll talk about visualization, we'll talk about a technique that I'll be teaching you at the end of this video. It's a really, really good one for visualizing, and it's very easy to incorporate in your life. But when you are visualization, it's really important that you visualize the details. So when you're thinking about your dream, say for example, say you want to lose weight. So you know from the steps from the last video, you know the steps that you need to take. But what I want you to then imagine now, this is just an example, that you're imagining that you've lost all the weight that you needed to lose, and you're now looking slim, you're now fitting into the clothes that you want to fit into. So when you're visualizing this, it is not just looking in the mirror with some clothes on and thinking about, oh yeah, you've lost all that weight, isn't that great? I want you to visualize it even further. I want you to think about being out in the world, how you feel when you go and play some sport, when you go out with your friends, when you know, for some people that might get a bit offended, having sex with your partner or with a new lover or what have you, and how that will feel. So what I want you to think about are those details, is to think about how it's going to feel and how it's going to make you feel, how it's going to smell, how it's going to, all that stuff. Details. It's important to think about and visualize all those details. It's not just an overview. So once a day you really need to do this, and it's important, and you'll probably find when you actually look up visualization, they do say once a day. Now you can do visualization as part of meditations. I offer meditations on my website, more of that later, and meditations can work very well. You can actually incorporate that visualization in your meditation, so it actually, and that's a good way to do it if you want to incorporate both your visualization with your meditation. If you've got a lack of time there, that can be a good one to do. And I certainly offer scripted meditations there, and that can be incorporated. But as well, it has to be on a daily basis. Human beings have a little habit of wanting a lot of things in life. They're good at wanting things that they don't have. But I'm using the expression, but they're shit at allowing it. So we want stuff in our lives, but there's a level of us, and it's common, in that we don't allow things into our lives, and it can be from the perspective of feeling like we don't deserve it, or it is so alien to us. We want it, but it's so alien in our normal life that we don't allow it because it's not a normal part of our life. So that's where visualization is so effective for that. So it's important, really important, and an extremely important part of the step towards driving towards your goals and dreams. Also in there's a factor in there, part of visualization, and it will be in the technique I'm going to teach you at the end of this video, is about gratitude or acknowledgement. Again, you can look up gratitude and how important it is in life, and how it actually helps in regards to your happiness. It's actually changing your focus and your perspective from a sense of lack to a sense of appreciating what you have. And it's really important part of visualization as well. So we'll look at the technique now, as I'm going to teach you now. So this technique is bedtime manifestation. Now, this doesn't involve a journal, so it is part, and it should be part of your regular bedtime routine. And you want to do it on a daily basis. If you're not incorporating your visualization in your meditation, this is a good thing to incorporate. For people who have a lack of time, it's a really great technique or exercise to incorporate as part of your daily life. So it's really, once you get into bed, once you're in bed and you're getting comfortable, I want you to start visualizing your goal or your dream. As I said before, details. So I want you to spend 5 minutes while you're lying there thinking about getting to sleep and getting comfortable and getting warm and all that sort of stuff. Maybe in winter you've got the electric blanket on, that makes it a lot easier. But I want you to think about and start to visualize your dream. And I want you to visualize the details there. All the details. Now, every night, this can slightly change. You can think about, if you use the example of losing weight, you could visualize one night, you could think about when you're out with your friends and how that feels, what sort of dress or outfit you would wear, where you would go with your friends, how it would look, how it would feel. And then the next night, you can visualize being with your partner and how it would feel having sex and how you would feel, or maybe some of the new things you would do because you're feeling more confident about your body. I'm thinking that sort of stuff, but details. And you want to spend about 5 minutes visualizing that. Then I'd like you to do for another 3 minutes is to imagine yourself completely in that world. Is to really be there. You're there, the details are there, you're in that world. And then I want you, as your future self, as the person that you are in that dream, I want you to look around and to feel grateful for what you have, and to think about and look around. Look at, for example, if you're out with your friends, looking around, looking at your friends, feeling grateful for the friendships. Looking down at the outfit, feeling grateful for the fact that you could wear this outfit. So the gratitude, thinking about and acknowledging the stuff that's in your life that is part of your dream, and how important it is. Or, say, for example, your partner or your lover, while you're having sex, feeling that sense of acknowledgement and gratitude for being with that person, and I don't know where you are or however that is, but a feeling of gratitude and acknowledgement. That actually incorporates that a little bit more, and it's so important as part of this exercise and a part of visualization overall. So if you like this video, or if you like the videos in this series, please like, share or subscribe. Also as well, you can just subscribe down below, just press the button. And we're getting actually close to the end of this series. We're on the last one next week, and I will then be doing more series in different aspects, different elements of life. So also as well, if you're interested with one-on-one coaching, please come and visit me at my website, www.creatingpathwayscoaching.com. I offer a free 30-minute consultation for new clients, so that gives you an idea we can get clear on what you want and work towards that. Also, I offer, as I said before, I offer manifestation meditations. They're $25 Australian, so they're quite cheap. You can order one. It does involve a questionnaire that you need to fill out beforehand. That's on the website. You can check that out and go from there. So I will see you next week. And for the last one in the series, take care and see you then.